We have a message for Randy Pitchford. You made our last podcast outdated before we even uploaded.
How dare you pull a fucking magic trick on us?
Eat shit and die, Granddad. What's going on, YouTube? JayceAndMarco here. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Whether you're watching on a phone, a tablet, a computer, a TV.
That random screen you find buried in the ground, clutched in a giant's hand. You don't know why it's there. It's just there. And we're on it. Hello.
Why are we here?
I don't know.
Please let us out of this mechanical hell.
There's no escape. Only the sweet embrace of death, I'm afraid.
Well, with that embrace, we'll try to make the best of it. We are the Voices of the Void, and you're listening to the Voices in the Void podcast. With Marco and Travis.
Hello, I actually have a shirt this time.
As do I! Go to bit.ly/JXM merch to buy yourself one of these amazing podcast shirts.
Or check the description if you're lazy. I know I am.
It also has the link in there. I started using bit.ly, so I put the entire links everywhere.
Smart.
I actually did that mostly to make it so that in my Instagram and Facebook bios I can put the stuff in there without running out of characters. Also the post on Twitter, so.
Subscribe to shit posts on Twitter. I haven't seen anything yet.
JayceAndMarco on Twitter, JayceAndMarco on Instagram.
For shit posts.
Don't look up my Facebook. Or do, I don't really care. If you know my name, then good on you.
If you know his name, you're going to... You know what's under the beanie. And you should be traumatized. What are you even doing? How are you even still alive?
At some point this beanie is going to come off and it's just going to be after Emily puts a million bows in my hair. So they can't see my hair regardless.
Perfect.
Anywho, this is the podcast where we talk about stuff in the different worlds of the different things that we do, such as video games and Norfs and cards and TV shows maybe. I don't know.
And the things where you take a bunch of people, you sit around a table and you roll dice to kill orcs.
But more on that later. Because right now it's time for the news.
Randy Pitchford did a magic trick all over our faces.
Okay, so yeah, we gotta start off with the most obvious one. Randy Pitchford, why would you do this to us? I was excited when the news came out, but then the day after when the thing uploaded, I realized how horrible it was. Borderlands 1 Remastered came out last Wednesday. Well, no, not last Wednesday. When the podcast goes up, last Wednesday will be today. It came out, what was it, the 3rd, I think? The 3rd of April. So, yeah, Borderlands 1 Remastered came out the 3rd of April, and Borderlands 3 has been announced to come out on September 13th. Yeah, I don't know. I was ready for the information, but at the same time I wasn't. The trailer is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Is it actually amazing, or is it ironically amazing?
It's like really a good trailer. Like it's got like enough to show you like this is what the game's kind of gonna be like. They have a gun with legs. They have Brick playing the saxophone.
Don't believe the trailer.
But I don't care. Brick is playing the saxophone. And it shows all the characters that they're gonna have in the game.
Is this Borderlands Ultimate?
But no, they show like all the characters. They show like all the characters who've like grown up. And, like them all gotten a bit older and all that. Tiny Tina's not tiny anymore. She's like medium.
She's graduated from a small-sized creature to a medium-sized creature.
She's graduated to fan art being disgusting to fan art being acceptable, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Probably better her just stay 13.
This world is truly a hellhole.
But then Randy Pitchford would have done a magic trick. But yeah, the game looks like it'll be fun. But one piece of controversy has popped up because of the game. The game is going to be an Epic Game Store exclusive. The Epic Game Store is going to have exclusivity of it, yeah, until April 2020. And personally, I don't give a shit. Because all you fucking PC gamers that laughed at the console gamers for being like, haha, you got console exclusive, we got all of it here. Fuck you.
Don't you people realize that the PC Master Gaming Race thing is a joke?
They're
You dense motherfuckers.
like seriously, the fact that people are getting so salty about it being a 6-month exclusive, they review bombed Borderlands 2 on Steam. Which, why? Borderlands 2 is fun. And you're just going there because like, yeah, Borderlands 3 is going to be on the Epic Store. Yeah. So, wait 6 months. Buy it on console. Do something else. Don't get mad about it.
If you're... Honestly, if you were actually... Like, if you're this mad, when it comes off of exclusive, just don't buy it anyway.
Yeah.
If they don't care enough to release it for Steam, or initially, then why should you reward them with money?
Here's the thing, and it's not the fact that they don't care, it's just the fact that, like, Gearbox has done a lot of work with Epic.
I was about to say more like they've been bribed, but whatever.
Well, Gearbox kind of sees more, like, more to them when it goes to the Epic Store, because you've seen, like, the ratios of, like, how much they get per copy sold kind of thing.
That's true.
Yeah. You'd really rather get the 88% initially than the 70%.
To be fair, it's still a lot better than retail.
Yeah. And you also gotta remember... Yeah. You also gotta remember that they're allowed to do what they want. They're not gonna... They're gonna make it for Steam. 6 months after it's out, it's gonna be on Steam. And, hey, if it turns out to be a bad game, then you know already.
Exactly. You don't get the pre-ordered to death thing. You
Yeah.
lucky duck.
Speaking of, I might have to pre-order that game.
You disappoint me.
Dude, okay, I've been playing Borderlands 2 in the pre-sequel for months now, and I love it. Like, actually years. Since I first got my PS4, I've had Borderlands, the Handsome Collection. Those two games are two of my favorite games on the PS4. I'm going to pre-order the game because I've been waiting for this.
No, fair enough.
To quote Akihiko from Persona 3, I've been waiting for this.
I don't have any room to talk. I pre-ordered Torchlight 2 to get Torchlight 1 and then Hob from Runic.
And my little brother just pre-ordered the Crash Team Racing remake for PS4.
Beep, beep.
You know what? And you know what? I'm actually happy he did. That means I don't have to pre-order it.
They get to save money.
And also the fact that the pre-order bonuses are kind of cool. They're like nothing like too like they don't matter, but they're cool. We would have bought the game anyways for full price when the day it came out, so. And hey, you get cool skins for pre-ordering.
Ooh.
Those are alright.
They're a thing, I guess.
It's better than putting exclusive content behind a wall.
That's true.
To be fair, they did that with the PS4 version of the game, but, you know, it's a PlayStation original, like, game. Of course, the PS4 version is probably gonna have more than the other ones. And eventually they're gonna go to the other ones, let's be honest. It's just more tracks, pretty much, from a different game. Which I think is cool. They have tracks from Crash Nitro Kart. That's a pretty fun racing game.
Well, I guess if they're not splitting the content from the original game...
No, everything from the original is going to be there. They're just adding a bit extra for the PS4 at first.
then I guess that's fine.
And you gotta realize, like, Crash and Sane Trilogy was a PS4 exclusive for a while. Then it moved everywhere else, so...
Yeah, it just kinda...
It kind of goes with it. Spyro is everywhere now, though, so...
Yeah, they've kind of moved from that exclusivity to God of War.
Yeah.
God of Boy. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The robot dinosaur game. Horizon Zero Dawn.
I would say Senran Kagura, but they're making a Switch exclusive game for it in the summer.
And thus the Switch has also been tainted by that blight upon the land.
Okay, here's the thing. They're just putting an offshoot game from it on there.
It's still Senran Kagura though.
Yeah. Well, it started off on the 3DS, so... Which we're expecting that.
Oh.
The first games were on the 3DS. Hey, the Peach Ball will probably be fun. Some sort of dumb side party game kind of thing. I'll play it.
Yeah, I'm mostly just ribbing on him for the sake of comedy.
Yeah. I just think that the new game will be alright. And the fact that it's not going to be censored like the PS4 version of Burst Renewal.
That's probably not a good thing.
What, the fact that it's uncensored? Or the fact that...
The fact that it is uncensored, yeah.
Well, that's proving something. If the Nintendo Switch is going to allow an uncensored Senran Kagura game on their system. But Sony's like, nope, you can't fucking do that.
I mean, we have Life of Black Tiger, but you can't have turtles.
You You can have tits earlier, but you can't have tits now. Only I can have tits. See? They're on my body.
Big ol' no.
Oh, John Milk.
Are you sure that doesn't come from lower than the chest?
Nope, it comes from the chest and up. Why do you think I have that thing on my head?
I'm scared now.
If you don't know what we're talking about, Rank 10 Yu-Gi-Oh! Ojama Lime.
Ojama.
Yes, Ojama.
Ojiyama.
Kojima?
My
You know,
God!
did you know that Konami, like some people at Konami, their nickname for Kojima was Ojama?
Huh. Makes about as much sense as the rest of Hideo Kojima.
I don't think there's any other news that we have, because that's the only gaming news I can think of. Or the fact that the Crash racing game got delayed again. Back to June, which is fine.
A delayed game will eventually be good. A rushed one will not.
I mean, are you sure about that? You were just talking about Duke Nukem Forever before the podcast.
Isn't that so bad?
But you said a delayed one would be good, and at some point. That's
Duke Nukem Forever is the exception.
Alright. So, I don't think we have any other gaming news, any other dumb news. So maybe.
We get to the meat of the video.
Yes.
The thing that you have been dreading for the past 11 minutes.
Where all the viewership is going to leave.
Yeah, exactly.
So, today's topic the mass topic for today is about tabletop role-playing game worlds. And essentially the world building process and what we do to world build, and about some of the worlds that we have built.
I hope you find it as interesting as we do. Probably not.
But first, we gotta mention something. So, with the worlds that we have, you're gonna see like a lot of different aspects with our worlds, so be prepared for a lot of weird shit, a lot of cool shit, a lot of scary shit. Just a lot of shit. Not bad shit. Good shit.
A lot of spooky things. Not as spooky as a skeleton. Nothing can top that.
Yep.
Maybe a robot skeleton, but...
Also, all the messages I'm getting on my phone are starting to worry me.
They're desperately trying to reach you, Mr. Freeman.
Yeah.
They can't reach you, Mr. Freeman.
Please don't reference that terrible game. No one wants to talk about hunting down the Freeman. That went down a different road than you thought, or maybe it went down the exact road you thought.
We went down a completely different road. that road cut my life in half. Twice.
God, if only it was 3 times.
Yeah, if only. But I'm still here.
So, let's get on to the world. So, how are we going to start off with this? Like, who's going to start and what worlds are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the processes? We're going to talk about...
Well, I guess... processes.
Well, I'm going to start off with one topic that I think we talked about a little bit before this.
Sure, my dude.
Building a tabletop role-playing game world is different than building a lot of other type of games, like a video game. Building the world for a video game and a role-playing game, well, tabletop role-playing game.
Very different.
Yeah. Unless you're playing Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition.
Not until for you like that, man.
Hey, 4th edition, it feels video gamey.
I haven't played it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
It's good, but it's like really like, it's tactical, you gotta have a miniature and maps and everything just to be able to do it, pretty much.
But I wouldn't call that video game, though. I would say that's more going back
Well,
to...
I've heard it explained as video gaming. Like that kind of...
If you think it's gamey, it's because they're going back to the whole war game thing that D&D was based on.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you didn't have D&D, you had little miniature war games, like 40K, and Warhammer Fantasy Battle. Age of Sigmar doesn't exist.
But yeah, so with what you're going to hear how we have to build our worlds and shit. So let's start off with the process of how we do it. So what kind of process do you have?
Basically, I come up with a cool idea, like, no, I like the Enlightenment, all that gunpowder and religious wars. Let's have a war. Let's have a world based on that. And then, wait, what if it was aliens manipulating them? That's rad. Let's add that in.
So
And what? And you know, people always say, you know, wizards in Lord of the Rings are different from regular wizards. Why don't I add that in? So there's wizards that are beings of magic, and then you have the idiots that fling fireballs.
You know, this sounds like you just watched the History Channel for like a whole day and your brain got melted.
How dare you assume it wasn't Crash Course?
I don't know, the History Channel has Ancient Aliens as a TV show.
I mean, steal ideas, I guess.
But yeah, like, that is a pretty solid way to get your ideas made. Just figure out a base, then expand it.
Yeah, it's surprisingly a lot more comprehensible than what I have just described.
Yeah, like with my process, it's pretty much the same kind of strategy, except I have to think out like the full, like I have to think out like what the full picture is gonna be, then I figure out a way to get to that picture. Like, I guess I should start giving examples. We can both start giving examples of our worlds. You just gave an example of yours, which all that. With the role-playing like campaign, I'm trying to get done right now, though, haven't had time to actually cooperate with the other campaign users, all that. I have pretty much this like futuristic kind of world, not too dissimilar from our own, but like with like different fantasy elements. Like they started off in like a bar in New York City, but like there were merfolk at the bar, and like there were like goblins.
Shiny goblins that will come.
Yeah, and like one of the characters was an alien, and the other one was an elf.
Sounds like discount Shadowrun.
Yeah, but do they have dildos in Shadowrun?
Probably, yeah.
Do they have African American wizards in Shadowrun?
Probably, yeah.
That speak in the accent of said, like the inner city accents?
Probably.
Can you rape a merfolk?
If the DM allows it.
Damn, I just wrote Shadowrun. But like,
he wrote himself into a Shadowrun.
I might as well just make the next campaign start off with them waking up in a horse-drawn buggy.
Hey, wake up.
I should totally do that for one of the sessions.
God.
After like maybe like the second session, just like they wake up in Skyrim.
Yeah, you go to sleep in it, and you wake up, you're on a horse-drawn cart. This friggin'
Your hands
blonde,
are tied.
Yeah, this blonde.
Well, I'm not gonna make it exactly. I'm gonna have like other like type of race, but it's still gonna be like the whole monologue. Like, hey, you're awake.
Hey, you guys are awake. Guess what's gonna happen to us? We're gonna fucking die.
I'm gonna get a table thrown at me when I do that.
Oh, I'm gonna throw a lot more than a table at you.
I'm not. You're not the part of it. I'm talking about the other two.
If you pull it on me, I will.
Well, I'm gonna pull it on you definitely now.
Son of a bitch.
I'll do that for the fantasy campaign. Because that won't fit at all. Hey, partner, you're awake. There we go, I made it fit. But like, and then the second area for my campaign is a forest area with like an overall like theme being that all the people seem a bit off. Like really off.
Are they fae folk?
They are, like, what do you mean?
Like, you know how in the old stories the fae are just kind of nuts?
No, that's not what I'm doing. Like, there's one person who can who's controlling like most of the town without them even fucking realizing.
Oh. Well then.
She's essentially the town all-mother.
Somebody should get right on that.
Yeah.
Either get rid of her or bang her. I don't care.
She's a manipulative bastard, so.
Just get done with it.
Yeah.
Wait, is this Chelsea's backstory?
It's the mother, so yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that's kind of how I like to like intertwine a lot of my stories, you know.
Neat. I'll have to remember that in case we ever get back to the shore that village is in.
I maybe. So keep in mind, if you go into that village, that means you're going into my campaign, which means that you will run into Spy. You will run into Spy and Cat, the alien and the elf.
They will only get cameo appearances.
No, they will get full on. They will become a part of the party.
No, they won't.
I will have Dildo Boy on my party. You can't do shit about it.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
I can show who is where and what. I am the man behind the curtains, manipulating all the levers and buttons.
So what you're saying is you're a small man.
Well, you gotta hurt me like this.
Because you're comparing yourself to Oz.
Well, you gotta.
The great and powerful.
Guess what's gonna happen to you? Rocks fall and you're gonna die.
Oh boy, then the campaign will be over.
Yay!
Like, yeah, so, I guess we can talk about some of, like, the other themes in our campaigns and shit. So what other kind of, like, themes you go along with when you start writing something? Like, what kind of, like, do you, like, usually go around a central theme, or do you, like, make them all, like, a bit different?
I don't really go for a theme. It just kind of forms on its own, really.
Alright.
Like, Shattered World. Well, I guess the theme for that one is. Well, I can't tell you because that would be spoilers. Let's see here. Well, I know the theme for this one I'm writing is basically just Bayou Swamp Adventures with an eldritch abomination on your heels.
Banjos!
Frogmen playing banjos. No one knows how those frogmen even got inside the swamp. There's a magic wall around it that prevents sapiens from getting in.
It's like that one level from that one Spyro game.
No one knows how they even got in there.
All I know is that they're racist.
Some of them are.
Most of them are.
Some of them are friendly.
Only some.
Some of them try to be friendly.
Some of the racists are friendly. Sure, they're gonna call you derogatory names, but they'll also give you food and shit.
They're probably going to just...
They'll poison the food, though.
No, they'll probably just rib it at you derogatorily.
They'll rib it at you?
Derogatorily.
How do you rib something at someone?
Rib it.
I'm making a joke, Travis.
Too bad. Too bad.
You're ribbing me and I'm ribbiting you.
It's the best all around.
Yes.
Just like my life.
Like, you also gotta, like, if you're writing a campaign, you gotta also kind of work around your players sometimes.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you gotta know, like, who you're playing with and what they're gonna do.
That was the first mistake I made in the Titty Potion campaign.
Yeah, essentially, I told him that would be chaos. You didn't expect the level of chaos that we had.
I shouldn't have enabled it.
Yeah.
That was just not good.
Yeah. Yeah. But, like, you also gotta realize that some of the people that you play with, they're gonna try to break the game while having fun with it. Because they didn't, what would be the fun?
Ah, yes, the classic mad scientist.
Well, I mean, with Big Spy Boy, he likes to just fuck everything around. It's pretty funny, to be fair. If he can find a way to do something, and if he can do it, I let him do it. That's what I like to do. Because if the PCs can find something to do, they tell me exactly how they're going to do it, let them do it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way you should do it. Don't really have a set way of things.
No matter how bad their idea is.
Well, I guess that's where we kind of disagree. If it's out of, like, if it's something so outrageously stupid that no one in the setting in their right mind would even think about doing it, that's when I would probably say, okay, don't think your characters would actually do this, guys.
Okay, you also gotta realize that with the characters that these guys have written in my campaigns,
yeah,
they are insane.
Yeah, we are dealing with two different groups.
Yeah. So, like, if you're dealing with a group that has, like, a lot of serious stuff in it, then yeah, they have some boundaries. The thing is, all the campaigns that I run, a lot of my PCs are insane. They all have something wrong with them.
I think I had the most normal PC in that Dystopia Rising campaign.
I don't know, I mean, my character was pretty alright.
Yeah, true.
Because I had to kind of guide you guys along, which the fact that they were able to figure out how to skip an entire encounter made things a lot easier for me. And I love how they got mad when they realized how much damage their stuff was doing in the last room. They're like, it was only doing this much damage? What the hell? It's like, you were missing.
Oh,
yeah, which Dystopia Rising is a fun campaign, like, to run.
Yeah.
If you do it right. Because, like, if we actually knew the proper rules, it'd probably be a lot easier on us. Because let me tell you, Dystopia Rising is a bit confusing sometimes, you know? Because, like, it's a lot of, like, tactical combat.
Yeah, we ain't so good at that.
But I wrote it the way I did, and I think everyone had fun.
Oh, yeah.
And hey, the big point was that everyone was able to do some dumb shit.
Yeah.
And if Caleb wasn't there, it would still been dumb shit.
I still remember what they did to that poor man outside the exit of the dungeon.
Oh, that poor man.
Oh.
He was in jail. He deserved it.
Oh yeah, there was also that guy too.
Oh wait, what was the other guy you were thinking about?
Like right outside the dungeon, where they like one dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, that poor man.
He had it coming to him. He's helping the bad guys, trying to keep us away from Half-Life 3. I thought you were gonna talk more about the part where I put the dumbass from Fallout New Vegas in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an experience.
I wrote that the morning of the campaign.
Good lord. Good job, I guess.
Yeah, because I figured you had the hunted thing. I'm like, I know what to do. I gotta send a bounty hunter after him. What do? I gotta make it a reference. I knew only you and Spy would get it, so it worked for me.
Oh, what in the goddamn...
But yeah, so like when it comes to writing a campaign, since we're getting close to the half-hour mark.
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, we're both kind of rambling. I'm rambling a bit more, but you know.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: when it comes to writing a campaign, what do you believe is the biggest rule you gotta follow?
Just make sure the players have fun.
You know what? There you go. If your player characters don't have fun with the campaign, then
what's even the fucking point?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how much lore and shit you have. If no one's having fun, then you just wasted all your time.
And
good job.
You know what? Let's move this on to the link dump, because I know a link dump I want to add, but let's see what you have to add first.
Matt Coville's Running the Game series, which is really good tips on running like the tabletop games. I have binged that series, all of it.
Okay, so both things we're adding are both along the same lines. I'm going to be link dumping Pro Jared's D&December playlist, because hearing his stories like about campaigns he's been through and run and been a part of, and also how to properly build some encounters and stuff, how to do a lot of stuff you need to do for D&D, is really cool. And hearing some of the stories is really like interesting, like the one where he was playing with a bunch of YouTubers and one of them tossed a baby to try to save it, and the guy who was supposed to catch it rolled bad, so essentially it went right through him, so it was like whoop.
Oh no.
And then he did a wizard thing to use like a wizard hand or something to catch it.
Big B's grasping hand.
And he looks over at the DM and is like, so did I catch it?
Please tell me I caught it.
He caught it. It was good.
Good.
But also, like, there was also the story where they fought the Predator, because the person who was DMing saw they weren't having, like, a lot of fun, so they're like, okay, let's make something weird, alright? So we kind of just wrote a campaign for the Predator.
Remember Matt Coville's rule. When everything's come to a stop, orcs attack. Doesn't have to be actual orcs. Just random encounter.
The Predator.
Yeah, that also works.
The funny part is they got the Predator's gun after the encounter, and the guy's like, oh, you gotta have this high of a stat to do it. And Jared was the only one that had a character with that high a stat that fit the exact, like, necessary. Like, I want the gun.
Give me the gun.
And they never used those characters again. Oh, it could have been.
Ripperoni, rest in pepperoni.
But anywho, that was a good cast. We talked about a good topic, and I believe that can bring to the end. So did you like the video? Leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Comment below on what we could do better. Subscribe if you're new. Something with the notification bell.
Toll the bell, for the enemies are at our gates. Toll it now, fool!
Remember, check the description for different links for the link dump, and also for my other social media, as well as his YouTube channel.
Prepare for disappointment.
Because there's nothing on it.
Exactly.
And also bit.ly/JayceAndMarco merch for these amazing podcast t-shirts. In multiple different colors.
Yeah. I can wear this at work if I felt like it.
You totally should.
Maybe.
They'll get the brand out there. Unfortunately, I didn't put anything on the back to make it look too corny.
Good.
But I could in the future, though. I can make a version of this with something on the back.
Well, we will have to discuss that.
Yeah, at some point. I don't know. So, with that, I think this is a good cast, so I'll see you guys in the next video.
Remember, if you roll a natural 1, you die in real life.
I know I did. Bye, guys.